Because everybody's still thinking, you know what, man, I'm kind of sore, I'm a little bit tired, I want to be back in my bed right now. Who in here's thinking that a little bit? To be honest, it's all right, nobody's mad at you. It's kind of a human nature. Guys, I'm sore, I'm tired, I want to be in bed. Trust me, I'm with you. 100%. But you know the only person that really cares about that? You're sore and tired, don't want to be in bed. It's the only person that cares. Look, life's not going to stop. That clock's going to keep ticking. Keep ticking. Keep ticking. No matter what you do. That's life, guys. It's not going to stop. There's no pause button. None. It's going to keep moving by. Why do you wrestle? Get better? Good. Why do you wrestle? Like it? Why do you wrestle? Why have you stayed wrestling your whole life? Love it. All that stuff, man. That's it. The love.
Okay, head instructors.
So many
Let's
lessons
go.
with wrestling. I guarantee it.
We're at the 75-minute mark.
Everybody
Head
that stayed in the
instructors.
sport for a long time equates a lot of their success to wrestling. Me too. Everything. Other than God and my family, I owe it all to wrestling because I put these shoes on one day. That's why I'm successful. I'm going to tell you a story that might help you define why you wrestle. It's a hard thing to do, right, Cody? It's hard to understand sometimes why I do this. Why do I do this crazy sport? I'm going to tell you about one of my wrestling heroes. Nobody will know who he is. His name's Russell Coker. He was a teammate of mine. He was bad. Not a good wrestler. Not a good wrestler at all. He never won a match. Could you imagine that? Never winning a match? Ever. He never scored a point. I don't think, to the best of my knowledge, I can't remember him ever scoring. What would you have done if you never scored a point? Work harder, you're a rare breed then. Most people are like, forget this. I'm going to go play lacrosse. I'm going to go try baseball. This sport's stupid. Not this dude. Not this guy. He showed up to work every single day like he was going to win a world title. Every day. And he never had success. Never. We had wrestle-offs every week. Who wants to challenge? Raise his hand every day. He was my backup. Not every year I was in school. I didn't understand it. Like, dude, I pin you in 30 seconds every time. Why do you wrestle me off every single week? He just kept showing up. He kept putting in the work. Well, normally you hear a story like that, and at the end of his career, something great happens, right? Not this dude. He was terrible. He never had success. Senior night, 30-second fall, pin. Walked off the match, fired up. He got a chance to wrestle in the starting lineup. It was awesome. Well, Russell's story doesn't end there. He put his shoes on and became a different person. Well, he started working, and he was either Kroger or Ingles, I can't remember which one. He was a bag boy at a grocery store. And dude, he hit that bag boy job just like he hit wrestling practice. Exactly like it. He was competing against everybody else that did that job in the store. If something spilled on the aisle, what does everybody else do? They're trying to hide. Oh, manager doesn't see me. I don't want to go mop it up. Russell would sprint to go get the mop. Literally run because he didn't want anybody else to beat him there. Mop it up, be right back down this beat. Guess what happens when you do something like that? Something good happens. He got a promotion. They're like, dude, we got to move this guy to be the checkout guy. So they moved him to the checkout line. He's competing against everybody else. Nobody's going to check out faster. He'd send his bag guy away and be like, dude, I don't need you. Go down there and help that guy. He'd scan bag groceries faster than anybody else. Two people couldn't keep up with him. Guess what happened? Yeah, he got another one. Stocking at night. They were able to get rid of the guy. He did the job of two people because he's competing every day. Just like he learned to do on the wrestling mat. Who wants to wrestle off? Every day. Didn't care about the outcome. Knew he was going to get pinned in 30 seconds. It didn't matter to him. He just kept competing. Didn't days off. He didn't lose focus. He stayed in it. Well, you can kind of guess how the story goes now. Outworking, promotion. Outworking, promotion. Competing against this manager, promotion. 10-year class reunion. Dude, we see him. What's going on, man? How you doing? Senior vice president of that grocery store. Makes $250,000 a year. Started off as a bag boy. Nobody can compete with the guy. Nobody. So guys, I know when you're at wrestling camp and there's 70 minutes on the clock, it's like it's small. You think it doesn't even matter in life. I see the way you guys warm up. You saw the way they warm up, the way they're still drilling. You know what? This doesn't matter. This has no bearing on my life. And when you approach it like that, it won't. it won't change your life at all. But listen to me when I tell you, you can have a wrestling camp session that will change your life. I had one. I was at Iowa camp listening to Dan Gable give a speech. And it wasn't Dan Gable's speech that really changed me. It's just that I bought in 100%. I listened to him talk about the difference between good and great, and he talked about it being sacrifice, and I was like, that's it. My life's different from here on out. That's a choice you have to make. It's a decision you have to make. Everybody kind of walks around life like this. Okay, when am I going to be great? When's it going to happen? I want to be good at this. I want to be a state champ. Guys, it doesn't work like that. You've got to go get it. If you want something, you got to go get it. You got to go take it. You got that look right there. That's the look you got to have. That's where it starts. I call it the pride candle. You got to get that thing burned. That's the way we were created. You work hard, you're proud of it. So this is the last analogy I'm going to use, and then we'll get working. I'll tell another story as we go. But I really want you to think about this, because this will tell you you got greatness inside of you. If you felt like this, you know you can be great. Who's won a match? They go out there and pin the guy in 30 seconds, real quick. Yeah, and it feels pretty good, right? Shake the guy's hand. Yeah, won. Now, who's won a match, quadruple overtime, in the last 3 seconds? How does that feel? Way different, right? Completely different. You win a match you're not supposed to, or you win it at the end. That's the feeling you get. It's different because you had to work for it. Because you put in an incredible amount of effort to get that reward. That's what I'm talking about with life. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you got to get. Not this, I wish these dudes would shut up so I can start drilling, so I can get the session over with. That's what everybody does. That's why it's so dang hard to be great. Because people wait around for motivation. This is the greatest gift I was ever given. It was by my granddad. He's 90 years old. He's not going to be old. He's not going to be alive much longer. I'm hanging out with him as much as I can. And looking back on my life, guys, I realized I did this in a lot of cases, but not in everything. My life changed about a year ago when I started talking with him. This is the secret he got after 90 years of living. Most people think greatness happens this way. I get motivated, I work hard, greatness happens. Right? That's what you think, right? You sit around, season starts, whoo, I'm going to work hard when the season starts, right? That's what everybody thinks. Preseason training comes, man, I'm going to kill it. And I'm going to be motivated, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to win a lot. It's not the way it works. Because when you sit around and wait around for motivation, you know what happens? Motivation never comes. It never comes. You'll be sitting on your couch watching TV. You'll be down and waiting, grumpy and tired and sick and don't want to wrestle. Motivation won't come. Something will get in the way. You'll make an excuse. So what he told me, this is the way greatness happens. He's a great man. He's done a lot of great stuff in his life. Made it through the Great Depression. That's about as great as it gets. That's tough. You got grandparents that have been through the Great Depression. Talk to them about it. That's a special breed of people. He said you show up and you work hard. No matter what. No matter how you feel, Cody. No matter what's in your heart. Whether you're tired, sore, and want to be in the bed, you show up and you put everything you got into this session. If you do that, 100% of your passion. Coaches, same thing. If you put all you got into this session, motivation comes behind it. Every single time. I've done it 30 times so far in camp. Guys, I do this all year long. You think I'm this fired up coming in here and teaching every time? No. Sometimes I walk in here and be like, dadgummit, I got to teach baseline defense again. I don't want to do it. I'm human too, guys. But I've learned that if all I start doing is working, start going through my warm-up, I find one guy that starts to get into it, it's kind of got that look in his eye, motivation follows. Dude, I'm ready to kill it now. I'm going to beat everybody's butt that's teaching in this room. That dude over there is one of my best friends. He ain't got the heat I got. No way, he's not going to beat me. Because I'm going to learn the lesson I got from Russell Coker and I'm going to compete. And if you follow me, you just might have something that changes your life. So what am I going to teach? Baseline defense. If somebody came up and said, teach your best stuff, this is exactly what I do. My whole career, I've taught this poorly, wrong, really bad. Got to be around John Smith, saw him teach some stuff. He's the best neutral wrestler of all time in the history of the sport. Maybe Fedzaev's better, maybe, arguably, I think John Smith's the best. So if I were you guys, I'd really watch and pay attention to this, because you got the best neutral wrestler of all time teaching you right now, because I stole every single bit of this from him. So sprawls is what I'm going to teach you first. I didn't know how to teach a sprawl. Basically, it was leg back, hip in, and do it hard. That's the way I taught it to my guys. Think about that. Leg back, hips in, do it hard. How few details is that? We got to get way more specific than that. So the first thing we got to do is get our stance right. Without a stance, there is no defense. So this is our distance drill. I don't even want you in your stance. I want your feet outside your hip bones. And all I want you to do is shuffle. Now, you're going to mess this drill up. This is the hardest drill to do in wrestling. You're going to start making bigger steps, and your feet are going to get close. I like a stat beam in wrestling. I keep stats on all our guys. We give up 73% of our takedowns when our feet get close together. 73 stinking percent. If we fix our stance, we're going to be the best club in the country. No doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind. Nobody will beat us. 73%. If we can fix that, Kyle, we're going to be tough. So we work every day keeping that stance wide. Outside my hip bones. Small and choppy steps. It's about the most boring drill on the planet, right? This will win you matches. There's a dude down there from App State that committed to do it 5 minutes a day for me. I said, do it 5 minutes a day for 1 year and watch what happens. He's already feeling the difference. He's only done it 13 days. You ready to start doing the drill? You want to be great at something? Let's just talk. Everybody says that. What's your goal in wrestling? Everybody says that. Everybody. You know why there's only one? Because it takes a lot of stinking work to do it. Everybody says, I want to be a national champ. And then when we go out here and start working, they'll find somebody to start playing around with. It's going to be a mentality in every single one. That's the difference. That's the difference between good and great. Let's go get it. Go!